Now this one, I don't even think I need my gamepad for this one. By the way, enjoy the silence. Because of the music, this is basically what we get. This will delete your current game, are you sure? Yes. This is the Deathly Hallows Part 1. My lord, the Order of the Phoenix intends to move Harry Potter from his current place of safety next Saturday at nightfall. I shall attend to the boy in person. There shall be no more mistakes where Harry Potter is concerned. My job to get you to safety. Hold on to your something or other. Looks like Mad Eye Moody's plan's working. With the other Order members disguised as you, Harry, we should be able to move you without being spotted. This is it. Look at this. I feel like I'm in a theme park on a ride. Watch out, Death Eaters. Now watch. You just go, you just click on them. This is so bad. They literally tried recreating the actual console game into this. This is literally the console game attempting to be recreated. And it's so bad. I think he got hit by a car. There we go, Harry, hold on. Like electrical lines, Hagrid's gonna fly into those. We have half of our life left. Fucking hell. I think we lost him, Harry. I think we've done it. Oh, look, it's Voldemort. This is great. Look, he's got a health bar at the top of the screen. Just smack him with Stupefy over and over. Abracadabra! No! Harry, I'm glad to see you up and about. You and Hagrid took quite a tumble when you crashed in the garden. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and I want you guys to read because this is literally the silence in this game. This is an entire cutscene. Now, Harry, the Minister for Magic, Rufus Scrimgeour, is here to see you. All three of you, in fact. Please take a seat. I require a word with you. Also with Mr. Ronald Weasley and Miss Hermione Granger. I'm here because Dumbledore has left you things in his will. To you, Ronald Weasley, he left his Deluminator. To Miss Granger, Hermione Granger, this copy of the Tales of Beetle the Bard. And to you, Harry Potter, the snitch you caught in your first Quidditch match. He also left you the sword of Godric Gryffindor. So where is it? Unfortunately, that sword was not Dumbledore's to give away. Besides, we have not been able to locate it at present. Why do you think Dumbledore's wanted to give you the sword? Maybe he thought it would look nice on my wall. This is not a joke, Potter. You are not at school anymore. It's time you learn some respect. Why do I torture you? We'll switch to something good afterwards. It's time you earned it. You go too far. Oi! No, do you want to give him an excuse to arrest us? Come on, let's go. There's no sound. You'll have sound now, but it's going to be background music and ambient sounds. Touch the touch screen and move around. Touch. There it is. Touch close to Harry to walk or far away to run. Try moving to the area marked on the map. Great. There you are. I've got so much to do for the wedding. Can you give me a hand? But Mom, you're helping me and that's the end of it. You don't mind helping, do you, Harry? Not at all, Mrs. Weasley. What exactly is it you can help with? You're a good boy, Harry. There's some pixies which have been causing mischief. Can you and Ron get rid of them for me? Thanks, dear. Great, thanks for the backup, Harry. The pixies must be hiding somewhere. Let's try looking under that pile of junk. How are we going to do that? Let's use Wingardium Leviosa to throw it out of the way because you're obviously too stupid to figure this out. Tap on an item with a stylus to cast Wingardium Leviosa. Well done. Tap anywhere on the touchscreen to throw the item. You can find potion ingredients under some objects. Try throwing something else. That's it. Walk over to the ingredient to pick it up. You picked up a potion bag. I think you can move with the D-pad. I think I saw something in those bushes. Let's try that. Try tapping on a sparkly object to reveal hidden secrets. You cannot move with the D-pad. Try another one. Did you see the look on their faces? It looks like there's still a couple more over there. Should get ready for the wedding. Did you understand the basic controls? Yes. Look, I was going to skip past the DS games, and then a whole bunch of people were all like, but you really need to do them for us. Is everything all right, Harry? You look worried. I was just thinking about the mission that Dumbledore gave me before he died. Find and destroy Voldemort's remaining Horcruxes. There'll be plenty of time to find you-know-whose Horcruxes later, but this is a wedding and I'm starving. What time is the food going to be served? Do you ever think about anything else apart from your stomach? Well, excuse me, Hermione, but after the hard work we did, getting rid of those pixies, I think I've earned a good feast. I seem to recall it was me that did most of the work. Details. Anyway, Hermione, nice dress. It's the same color as your face when you get angry. Oh my god. They tried to inject humor and personality, and they failed. Who was that? Look at all their faces. That's Xenophilius Lovegood, Luna's father. Did you see that symbol he had in his chain? I wonder what it stands for. I think I've seen it somewhere before. Anyway, I'm going to find Ginny. See you later. The Ministry's fallen. Scrimgeour is dead. They're coming. Saving. Please do not touch the game card to turn off the... Oh, look at the glorious fire. Oh, no. Oh, no. What? What is all this? What do I need this for? It's giving me points. Protego will protect you from damage. Use the L or R button to cast Protego. Casting Protego will use up a little bit of your ability bar. Fill up your bar by collecting magic points. Do you understand how to cast Protego? Look, it's a Death Eater. This game is horrible. This is absolute garbage. So glad he has Protego. Like, I know that the first one wasn't, like, the one on the PC wasn't that good, but this is trash compared to that one. Just hit him over and over. I'm glad Ron can act as a shield for me. That was a Death Eater I just ignored. Just ignoring him. He's like, oh my god, you're not allowed to continue on until you kill everything. It actually blocks you. It locks you in and then just constantly spawns new ones. I don't need that. I don't want that. Protego. You'll have to look into that because you can't imagine this being better. This is not better. Like so the one on the on the console and the PC, I played that one and it was not press select to choose which potion to brew. The one on the console and the PC was not that good. It was a cover shooter and it was pretty badly done for the most part. You could actually just run all the way through it without even trying to do anything. The amount of bags you need for each potion is shown at the top. To brew a potion, select and tap the brew. 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 We just brew a potion. Chop and slice. Aren't we being attacked right now? Why is this a better potion brewing lesson than we had in the previous game where we had actual... Why? 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 Oh shit, I broke it. Fucking hell. Why is this like this? What am I shaking this for? It literally had an arrow to put it somewhere else. The thing is, I'm shaking it and it won't let me stop. There must be another way to stop it. Oh my God. Hermione, we're in the middle of being attacked. Why are you like, hey, you gotta bust out the potion kit? We're gonna have to make a wiggle belt. I don't need it. How do I have to use the bumper buttons. Swirl? Did I pour one? It won't let me pour one out for the homie. Oh my God. So here's my problem that I'm having with this. So that's not a problem. That's drag across and chop and then grab. It's this. So shake it up to that arrow. And I'm assuming left trigger button. Okay, left button allows me to stop. The left trigger button. Because if I just stopped it on my own, it wasn't working. Now pour. This is better so far, potion class, than the other one, but it's like... It's also not that well done. You made 3 potions. To use your new potion, select on the potion bar and tap on the icon on the top right. Did you understand how to brew potion? The sound effects, the lack of sound. Finally, more potions, because that's the only mini game you ever need. Except I can't pour one out for the homies in this one. It's Hermione standing in the corner, being all sad by herself. There you are. Hurry up. We need to get out of here. You gonna fly away? Or we just spin it? Oh my god. The silence adds to the suspense? You mean it adds to the shit? The shitty level of craftsmanship this game had. Saving. Please touch the game card to turn off the power. Where are we? Shaftesbury Avenue was the first place I could think of. We need to find somewhere safe to hide. Here, I've got clothes for both of you, and Harry, you'd better take the invisibility cloak. You're gonna love this section. Stealth. Please, no. Tap the icon to equip the invisibility cloak, and remember, avoid touching people. I think we should get out of sight before I use the invisibility cloak. Please don't give me a time limit for this. Yes, I understand how to use it. Oh. Oh no. When you graduate from uni, this is exactly the kind of games you want to make. No, stop it. Fucking stop it. What is this light over here? I don't care about this stuff. It's just random points to get for no reason. No reason. This is thrilling gameplay. Let's sit down somewhere. So much action, I can barely keep myself awake. Look at this riveting gameplay. This is so bad. The silence is horrible. Let's sit down somewhere. Look at this. What we'll do in here. Saving. In case you want to continue on with this. This is at least half an hour of my life I'm just never going to get back. Ron's just as sad as we are. Where do we go from here? The leaky cauldron. Too dangerous. If Voldemort's taken over the ministry, none of the old places are safe. What do you think, Harry? I think those two guys are bad. Ron got taken out. And I love just... Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Use Hermione's Arresto Momentum spell. Use down on the control pad or B button. Arresto Memento can give you the upper hand for a short time even when outnumbered. The spell will drain your ability bar when in use. Do you understand? Yes. Why would we want to do that, Hermione Granger? Stop it. Stop it. Did I just roll? Did Harry just dodge roll? Also, I didn't even hit a Protego, and for some reason he has it on. the silence. There's no music. There's no voices. There's nothing than the basic sound effects, the sound of footsteps, the background music, and the ambient sounds. It's the quietest game I've experienced probably ever. This is harder than Dark Soul. That roll was necessary. I don't even know how I rolled. Also, this bot is not doing good. Fuzz Boddington, we love. How did the animations get worse? I don't know. They're so somewhere along the line within the Harry Potter games, after Goblet of Fire, even during Goblet of Fire, they were trying too hard to take exactly what was in the consoles and the PC games and transcribe that into the handheld gaming market. But the handheld gaming market wasn't capable of keeping up with the level of gameplay required in the console versions. So we have Order of the Phoenix, which is absolutely abysmal and horrible. We have Half-Blood Prince, which seemed not nearly as bad, but definitely still on the bad end. And we have Deathly Hallows 1 so far being absolute silence with this storyline and with anything that's going on, with the most boring-ass gameplay ever. At least this game isn't a shooter. It's basically as good as a shooter. I mean, it's Deathly Hallows 1 for the console and the PC was a cover shooter. And Deathly Hallows 1 was not good. Deathly Hallows 2 was a lot better, but still very simple in its in the way it played. Like, way too simple. Harry, I can use the deluminator on that street lamp. What? The deluminator could be used to turn off certain lights in the environment? Press down on the control pad or B button to use the deluminator. Will it drain all my power? Okay. Enemies cannot find you in the dark. Why don't we just use the invisibility cloak? You played the first 3 on PlayStation, but never played any more after that? It depends on what... I'm assuming you mean PlayStation 2, because PlayStation 1 has Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and those are entirely different from the ones that came out in the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 1's Chamber of Secrets came out first, then Sorcerer's Stone came out afterwards and was done by a different company, but basically had the same layout of Hogwarts along with the same spells being used, which was one of the criticisms about those games. Prisoner of Azkaban for the PS2, I really liked. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. Other than these DS games, we've gone through every single Harry Potter game made thus far, at least in the canon of the 7 books, as far as games. PS2, you've heard, had the same spells and stuff are used for both 1 and 2. They are. So, Chamber of Secrets for the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the GameCube were made by one company I don't remember the name of. And then Sorcerer's Stone was made after Chamber of Secrets was made for the PS2, Xbox, and the GameCube, and included the exact same map, the exact same spells. Difficulty level was changed to where it was a lot easier than Chamber of Secrets, but the bosses were incredibly difficult, and for some reason the aiming mechanic was not very good. Both games were decent in their own right, but kind of frustrating as well for both of them. Prisoner of Azkaban was a very much a leap forward on the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and the Xbox, and when I played that one, I really, really liked it. Chamber of Secrets on the GBA is best Harry Potter game? No, it's not. Hell's no. It was one of the worst ones I had played thus far. Chamber of Secrets on the Game Boy Advance was absolute garbo. PC games progress quite gradually. The first 3 PC games are actually a lot of fun to play and really good overall, especially compared to the consoles, which are kind of up and down. The first 3 PC games are really good. Chamber of Secrets definitely stands out as being really good. Prisoner of Azkaban was decent, but overstays its welcome by having levels that are too long. And Sorcerer's Stone was okay, but it was still getting its footing. Still enjoyable enough to play. That was my take on them. You get past without him seeing us. Yay! What? What commission? Oh. Press down on the control pad or B button to use the deluminator. Illuminate drains the ability bar. Of course it does. Collect magic points to keep the... Do you under... Yes, we understand this. I'll talk to you about it later. What's the point in using the Deluminator if they see you anyways?
Why doesn't he just use the ability?
Because it won't let me use it for some reason.
Why isn't
and Ron's absolutely useless.
Anything? It's just not doing anything.
No, he's standing there and doing nothing.
Is his wand broken again?
No. They can't see us. What's the point? Like, wait, what was the point in using the Deluminator if you have to take them out anyways? It's a misunderstood masterpiece. Chamber of Secrets? I played that one on stream and it was absolutely horrible. For the Game Boy Advance? No, it was bad. My problem with the Chamber of Secrets for the Game Boy Advance, the only good thing that I found out about it, that I felt about it, was that Hogwarts was static and it was searchable and you could go around and you could explore it. For the most part, it was a really bad isometric platform that was very difficult to work with. It was overly simplistic with the AI design, and every single spell didn't actually feel like a spell. It just felt like some game gimmick to open up another door. My problem with Chamber of Secrets is it took the magic and the joy out of Harry Potter and turned it into a mess of a wannabe isometric adventure game that actually didn't feel like an adventure game. It felt like more of a chore to go through. I initially when I started playing it, when I was looking at it, I was thinking very positive things about it. It's as I started playing through it, I started having more and more negative feelings about it, and it just didn't feel good. Chamber of Secrets for the Game Boy Color was fucking fantastic. That turn-based role-playing game was really good. And the turn-based role-playing game that is Prisoner of Azkaban for the Game Boy Advance is really good. It has some of its flaws here and there, especially towards the end where it feels rushed, but it still was very, very good. Domra, thank you for the resub. Step forward in that you can use all of the main trio and the spells give you much more gameplay to work with. Which one are you talking about? Oh, Prisoner of Azkaban PC, both step forward and a step back. Yes. And I do agree with your thought process on that, Snock. Prisoner of Azkaban definitely felt like a step forward and a step back. I like the fact that you could use all three of them, like you said. It felt like a step back in just that it didn't feel as... I didn't feel like I wanted to explore Hogwarts as much as I did in Chamber of Secrets, and the level design was so overly long that's why I said it felt like it outstayed its welcome. The levels were too long. Just... Like, do I just have to fight them anyways? He picked up a potion bag. Why don't I just dodge them? Why are we even using the Deluminator? Why can't I just use my invisibility cloak? It's a very short game if you're not going for completion. Yeah, I mean, it can be all of them are relatively short if you're not going for completion. There's very few of the Harry Potter games that actually last for a really long time, and I think the later ones lasted a lot longer in that respect. But I will say that in general, compared to... Are you kidding me? We just run around them in circles. Like, compared to... I love the concept of the Carpe Retractum, but if you were in charge, you would know you would make Ron Tarzan shit. Carpe Retractum was also used in the Prisoner of Azkaban on the consoles. Funny thing is, I don't know which, like, the consoles had some ridiculousness with the Prisoner of Azkaban, but I really, really liked playing it on the consoles. See, that graphical look right there of Grimmauld Place actually looks pretty decent. It's about the most that we're going to see of good graphics in this. Are you sure it's safe to be here? Snape is bound to try looking for you here, Harry. Ron's dad said that the Order has put up jinxes against him, so this should be a safe place to hide. Even if Snape can't get here, this place looks like a mess. I'm not going any further until you get rid of them all. Oh boy. Stop it. See, I rolled again. How the fuck am I rolling? What? Oh. What the hell? I'm so confused. The funny thing is, I don't even want to make more potions. You're allowed to like a game I don't like, Vincent. I'm just my overall take that I sit there and I say over and over again, especially with regards to Harry Potter games, and I've said it multiple times when I was playing through them, is a lot of what people say they loved about the Harry Potter games, a lot of it is based on nostalgia, and a lot of what you're saying does sound like it's based on nostalgia. It's very different when you look past the nostalgia and actually play it for as it is at the moment. A lot of people like the Goblet of Fire games. I actually did not care for the Goblet of Fire games. I see its positive takes, I see its negative takes, and it's just here and there. Nostalgia will definitely always color things in a much better light for people, and especially if it was a game that you grew up with that you have a lot of fond memories. There's nothing wrong with that, and you were allowed to like a game, and you're allowed to replay that game and enjoy it for that level. I found the game, looking at it subjectively, I would say, looking at a game subjectively while I was playing it, this is how I felt about Chamber of Secrets on the Game Boy Advance. I felt that graphically it looked great. I felt that the spells were really badly done. I did not like Wingardium Leviosa being used on a rock that had wing implementation that then caused it to grow wings. I did not like that the Avaforce spell was only to turn statues into birds in order to knock switches. Wingardium Leviosa, for the most part, was used just for switches. I did like the fact that it was used as stepping stones, but it was used so infrequently that it just was almost pointless in that respect. Every single spell was a way to trigger another switch to open up a door, and the fact that I was able to see that in the game made me feel like they didn't give it that magical touch that a lot of the other Harry Potter games have. The Game Boy Color games I like a lot comparatively, just because of the way they approach things. Sorcerer's Stone for the Game Boy Color was decent. It's a little bit of a mess unless you really, really know the story, because it gives you very little direction. Chamber of Secrets for the Game Boy Color was a lot better in that it went back and it did give a lot better direction. I like how we finished killing some spiders and they had a night's sleep. Me neither. It seems to be bothering Ron, though. Well, what should we do now? Let's take a look around and see if we can find something helpful. I don't want to. Let's check the bedroom to see if there's anything useful. How about we just throw this chair against the wall? Draconiforce was honestly your least favorite spell. Oh, it's because you had to do the wing flapping with the dragons. Yes, I agree. And the controls of the dragons when you use Draconiforce. I remember when I played it back in the day, liking Draconiforce because you had that whole three-dimensional aspect, and at the same time being not liking it as much. And replaying it, I understand now why I didn't like it as much, just because of the flapping and trying to steer the dragon. It wasn't super horrible, but it definitely... Lapifor's was a little bit better, but at the same time, both of them I kind of felt like they were unnecessary for a lot of reasons. I don't know. Just gameplay-wise, they just didn't feel as good to me. But I was fine with them. I do agree that they were kind of... I will say that... I did it again. How am I doing that? You picked up a letter. Wasn't that Sirius's old room? Yes, it was. And look what we have just found. What is it? A letter from my mother. It mentions Bathilda Bagshot. Bathilda Bagshot, the author of A History of Magic. She was an incredible magical historian. Look at the sign on the door. Regulus Arcturus Black. It's just silence. Glacius was cool as fuck in Prisoner of Azkaban PC. You know what's funny? I didn't remember Glacius was in the PC game until someone pointed out to me when I was playing the console, and I was like, no, it wasn't. And then I looked back at my old gameplay footage, and I was like, oh my god, it is. It was such a footnote for me for some reason as far as spells that I did not remember Glacius existing. The locket that Dumbledore and I found in the cave was inscribed with RAB. It has to be the same person. He must have taken the real Horcrux, but how do we find it? Creature, the house elf. We'd better go and see if Creature's in the kitchen. Can I not? Oh, okay. So the map up above basically tells you where you're supposed to go. I guess you could like explore a little bit. Expecto Patronum was on the PC, honestly, to me, felt like it was just a story-based element. There was no reason for it to exist other than for story purposes. Expecto Patronum on the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube, that felt a lot better in the way it was handled compared to the way the PC did it. Because I think the PCs was just, eh. I got a potion bag. Found a potion page. What else can I... What are these? All of these. What? What is this hand icon for? So you can use your invisibility cloak whenever. It's just you move really slowly. Where the hell is Creature supposed to be? It's more interactive that you need to time it correctly to cast, but other than that, it's eh. For PC, that, you know what, it's been a while since I had played it at this point that I'm like, I don't remember it being that way, but I'm not gonna like argue against that because you're probably right on that one. Maybe I just had no problems doing it. I don't know. But if you're talking about the... Oh, no, I think you're talking about the PlayStation one. PlayStation 1, you have to hold down the button to charge it, which I didn't get at first. I think it was that. But it felt... Oh, no. You held down the button, and then you controlled the direction it was going in. Yeah, no, I like the way the console versions of Prisoner of Azkaban did Expecto Patronum much better than the PC. Because the PC, you just sort of shot it out. Where the hell is Creature supposed to be? Look at this. Oh, that's basement it's showing me. Oh. I like how I think basement, and it's not basement. It's like, unless the basement is the kitchen? I always assumed it was the first floor. This silence is unnerving. Creature, your old master Regulus owned a locket, didn't he? Where is it? Creature does not have it now. The locket was taken. Creature. So who does have it? Mundagus Fletcher took it. He wanted to sell Master's locket for gold. Who did he sell it to? Dolores Umbridge. Oh no! If Umbridge has the locket, we have to get it! Don't be stupid, Ronald! I mean, Harry, we need apologies to even get near the ministry, just like we did in second year. It's so difficult to make that. Second year students can't even make it, but we did. I'll wait here and come and get me when you found them. Yeah, sure. Totally gonna do that. Just not. You need to hold the mouse down to control the mouse to get a ring of light to go up. Oh, yeah, no, I remember what you do. Yes, I do remember that. The ring of light had to go up to the tip of the wand and then you let it go. I remember that. It still felt better on the consoles. I didn't mind with the Patronus. It was just, I agree. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel bad. It was just, Like, I actually really, really liked it. on the console version. I got a potion ingredient. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Where am I supposed to go? What am I doing? I don't want to make more potions. What is this? Herbicide can be used to destroy foliage barriers. Exploding potion can be used to destroy nests. Nests? I'm sorry, did you say nests? Oh no, don't do that. You don't need to defend it, like Vincent. You're allowed to like it. I'm just stating what I like because I've been playing them all back to back to back. I have very, very specific viewpoints on the different Harry Potter games. It kind of comes whenever I play them. I did the same thing with the Tomb Raider games when I played them all back to back. You don't need to defend a game that you ended up liking, and especially if you don't agree with my viewpoint. You're allowed to not agree with my viewpoint. It makes sense. Like, you are very much allowed to have liked it. When I even had played it, I even made the mention. I said that, to me, I said it was not a very good Harry Potter game when compared to others. It's like, I could see people liking it if it was the game that they had at the time, and especially if there's, like, certain nostalgic values behind it that make the game better. And even then, it's like, people are going to have different opinions and they're going to have different likes. Like, there are people out there who like the Deathly Hallows games for what they were. They didn't mind that they were cover shooters. I didn't like them. Like, the second Deathly Hallows was fine for the most part. The first one got so bad that I ended up rushing through it when I found out all I had to do was basically just, what did I do? I petrified? No, I used the stunning curses, and then I used the Confundus. I used Confundus to get all the enemies to attack each other and just ran past them. I never had to fight them once I realized that you could do that. But I mean, there were aspects of it that I had liked when I played it. By the end of it, I definitely did not like it. I remember not liking Quidditch a lot in that one. I'm trying to remember why, and I don't fully. I'd have to look at it again, but I remember hating and dreading Quidditch in that game. But honestly, most of the games, I never liked any of the Quidditch minigames. Like, I dislike Quidditch in almost any of the games. You look at Harry Potter 4 game and onward, why the fuck does Harry have blue eyes? Probably because it was trying to match the Daniel Radcliffe model at that point on. From then on, and Daniel Radcliffe, I believe, from what I remember, was unable to wear the contacts for the green to make his eyes green because he had an allergic reaction to them. Same as Hermione and, like, what's her name? Who was the actress that did Hermione again?
Emily Page.
Emily Watson. Emily Watson was supposed to originally have had buck teeth to match the Hermione as she was described within the books. But originally when they put them in her mouth and they tested it, her lines came out because she had so many difficulties talking around them that they just decided to nix them in the end. Emily Watson. Emily Devine. My God, this game is horrible. Okay. I'm so glad we could experience that together.